Mason Mount, proper Chelsea. Mason Mount, the future captain of Chelsea. Mason Mount, the man that had a dream, allegedly has agreed a contract with Manchester United. And more importantly, Fabrizio said he basically handed in a transfer request. Fabrizio literally said, Mounts has told them, sell me now or I'm going for free. Yes, let's break it down. Welcome to the Kavkas View, bratuchi. Yes, Mason Mount has dropped a bomber, as a league gunner would say, but we've got more stories. Romelu Lukaku. You know Lukaku, the one that loves Inter Milan? Well, apparently his representatives are talking to AC Milan. We'll break that down for you. Chelsea acquired 40% of Strasbourg in France, and Rio Ave is coming up as well. So Portugal, France, and apparently a club in Brazil pending. But the first part of the plan, France, secured. We can talk about that. And finally, the big news that I want to talk about. Why is it, when it comes to defending Mason Mount, people on the side always get strays? Why is it now Chelsea fans are getting at Mr. Reece James to defend Mason Mount? I don't understand. But we will cover it today. And as a lot of you say, apparently I use the expression, the reality is you guys need to support the cause. Hit the like button, we're aiming for 1,000. And number 2, subscribe to the channel. And 3, share this content out. Guys, the quickest way for you guys to help me grow is by sharing this content out. Clip your favorite parts, spread them all around social media, tag me in on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, quickest way. Now, let's keep it stepping and let's start with it. The boy that had a dream, Money Mason Mount, apparently has informed Chelsea, look, I'm not re-signing with you. Fabrizio Romano has said Mason Mount's camp, and he was flat out and he's honest about it. Mason Mount's camp have actively told Chelsea they are not re-signed. So wherever they offer, they will not be re-signing and they will be leaving the club. My reaction, good. Get the hell out. Then don't let the door slam you on the way back. We don't need you. We never needed you. This whole fake love, this whole proper Chelsea nonsense that people have convinced themselves about Mason Mount, I don't care. I've never understood the hype around the player. I really don't understand the hype around the player. And it's very alarming that only one club is willing to bid money. And the one club is Manchester United, who are known to be always overrating players and overpaying for players. Arsenal, yeah, you know what? Slightly interested. You know what? That fee's too high. We'll move on. Manchester City, don't be silly. Liverpool, wait, you want £60 million for Mason Mount? No, thank you. Spurs aren't even going to enter the run-in. Madrid, Barcelona, you're having a laugh. The only club dumb enough to go and get him is Manchester United, and they're willing to pay £60 million to get him on a one-year deal. That tells me more about their strategy than the level of player that we're dealing with. Because this player, literally, I was told, once he comes on the market, Alex, once he comes on the market, you trust me on this one, everyone's going to line up to get him. Chelsea will know what they're missing out on. One club and he's getting 200k. His boy Declan Rice is getting more money than he could dream of, moving from West Ham for a transfer fee when this guy's in the final year of his contract. Kai Havertz, as people call him Shy Havertz, which I think is bang out of order by the way, cheeky from you lot. Kai Havertz has moved to Arsenal in span of 2 weeks. We realised he's for sale. Arsenal not only went and broke the bank for him, they're paying nearly £70 million for him. Bayern Munich were interested, out of their price range. Real Madrid said, you know what, we'll give you 60 million, 55, 60 million. Chelsea said, no, we want more. They said, okay, we just can't afford it. Look at the caliber of player we're talking about. Mason Mount, I don't understand. Now it's coming out that he's agreed 200k and people are having a meltdown. To the point where individuals like the Chelsea Forum, I'm calling them out, I don't give a crap, 150,000 followers. So this isn't a small account like me, who's got 28,000 subscribers. This isn't an account on Twitter like me, 4,000, who can just give his opinion. This is a forum. This represents the views of a fan base. Actively put up a picture of Reece James in a Real Madrid top. It's edited, of course. And more importantly, and this is the part that really triggered me, Mr. Chelsea, they said, we'll see what happens, or his actions will tell the truth in one day. Basically, in one way or shape or form, saying this guy's gonna leave. Let me get this straight. Reece James, who has been at the club since he's 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, re-signed with Chelsea on a 6-year deal earlier this summer. No public disclosure, no banter, no drama, nothing, absolutely nothing to put the club's future in jeopardy or his future at the club in jeopardy. Has his sister play with him at the club? Has his dad be a coach on the club? Is not Mr. Chelsea, but Mason Mount, who is actively trying to leave the club, you're going to defend over Reece James. Tell me how that isn't stupid. You're a Chelsea fan fan page. You're a Chelsea forum. You represent the fans. And if you think Reece James isn't more Chelsea than Mason Mount, you're clueless. And this is the hypocrisy that we live with. Callum Hudson-Odoi got absolutely slaughtered when his brother tried to negotiate him a better deal when he had 6 months left on his deal or 18 months left on his deal. Then, oh my God, how dare he? It's Chelsea over everyone. Okay, cool. If that's the rule, I was like, okay, if that's the rule that you lot are saying, I want the same energy for others in the future. Mason Mount gets different. Trevor Chalobah gets treated like the ugly stepsister. Literally. The guy has never let us down. The guy has had 1 or 2 bad games, but he's not a robot. He's not Messi. He's not Ronaldo. He's going to have 1 or 2 bad games. But the way people talk about Trevor Chalobah, you think he's a bum. The way people isolate him, you would think he's a bum. Conor Gallagher gets more respect. Andreas Christensen is the treatment that Trevor Chalobah gets. Yet for Mason Mount, I'm meant to be upset. I'm sorry, I'm annoyed today. I'm genuinely annoyed. Like, I'm sick and tired of this saga. I can't wait for him to leave. Genuinely, go to Manchester. Absolutely, go to United. I want to see how long Mark Goldbridge on the United stand says, well, you know what, it's been a decent signing. And then in 4 weeks' time, he's going to be calling you a prat and a muppet. I promise you. On to more funny news that I've saw. Sky Italia apparently are reporting Romelu Lukaku's representatives have met with Milan. Not with Inter Milan, AC Milan. What? Yes. What? Literally. So basically, AC Milan have agreed a deal for Tonali, 70 million euros to join Newcastle United. A lot of you are going to say a good deal. I'm going to say, you know what, you've overpaid a bit, but you know what, raises your quality of your squad. Ambition. I like it. Tonali's a good player. I like it. But what does this mean? It means AC Milan have got some funds now. And I don't believe this story. Because the reason I don't believe this story is not because of Lukaku. Lukaku would join. I'm telling you now, do not believe that, oh no, Lukaku loves Inter Milan. He would never join AC Milan. Lukaku will join AC Milan if the money's right and the opportunity to leave Chelsea on a permanent basis is there. He will run, I promise you. He'll do whatever kilometer run that is from this, his house in Milan to another venue so that the ultras from Inter don't know where he lives so they can't come to his house. He will jog the 10 kilometers wherever he's moving. I promise you that. 100% Lukaku will leave. Lukaku will join AC Milan from Inter Milan if the offer is there. But what I don't understand is, why would AC do it? I know he's a good player, but AC fish in a different pool. AC like young players to develop them and then sell them on. They go for 19-year-olds, they go for 20-year-olds, they go for 22-year-olds, 24 at a push. The Giroud signings doesn't make sense. They literally only acquired Giroud because how cheap he was. Lukaku will cost them 40 million euros minimum. Chelsea are valuing him at 60 million and the Saudis are willing to pay that. So for me, I don't understand this, but Lukaku wouldn't be the first and last player, by the way, to leave Inter Milan and join AC Milan. In the comments below, let me know which players you know that did that move or vice versa any other way. One of them that comes straight to my head is phenomenal. Ronaldo played for Inter and then played for AC Milan. It's normal, but at the same time, I find it very ironic. I find it very funny. I actually find it amusing that we heard all this time, Romelu loves Inter Milan. He feels at home. This is his club. He feels like the captain, the leader of this ship. Yet, the minute he gets an offer from AC Milan and Inter can't afford him on a permanent, you know what? Who this? New number, who this? I'm going to AC Milan. I can't believe his representatives took the meeting, but at the same time, I don't care. As long as we sell him, I'm happy. Happy days. We'll keep you updated with that news as well. Finally, and this is the big news now, Chelsea have acquired Strasbourg. So if you don't know what's been going on, Chelsea have actively been trying to develop a multi-club system. So Chelsea have been trying to negotiate their way to getting a major stake of different clubs. Not stake as in beef, stake as in proportion of an entity. So what have they been doing? Chelsea have got 40% of Strasbourg. They're trying to go get Rio Ave in Portugal, and apparently there's a Brazilian club that they're trying to acquire. Reason being, they're trying to get the multi-club system going. If a lot of you don't know about the multi-club system, I'll leave a video at the end, and it literally me explaining to you what the multi-club system is, the positives and the negatives of it. It's very quick, it'll bring you up to date. A lot of people enjoy it last time I made it, so there's a lot more of you that subscribe now, you'll like it. So Chelsea have secured 40% of it. What does this mean? Essentially, Chelsea are trying to use this as a hub to take youngsters, to send them there from Cobham, to develop them, give them first team football, give them a pathway to literally develop to the point where they either come back and be ready for Chelsea or they get sold on for a profit. This is interesting because I don't know how the logistics of this are going to work, but I'm going to be very keen to find out. Because how many players can we actually loan from Chelsea to a particular club? I don't know. And more importantly, what's going to happen now is Rio Ave or Strasbourg in this case going to buy the players themselves, and then when they're ready they're going to get loaned to Chelsea or they're going to get sold to Chelsea. I don't know, but it's super interesting, something that we need to keep an eye on. But guys, I hope you lot enjoyed the video. We're going to wrap it up there. If I ranted a bit too much, I want to apologize. It just really frustrates me when I see people getting at Reece James, because Reece James is one of our few world-class players. So we need to respect him and actually make him feel special. I don't think we should be picking on him. I don't think we should be giving him additional tests. He doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. That's my personal opinion. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments. By the way, a few of you have been asking how does the super chat function work. Essentially, you go into the comments and you can add a super chat. If you add a super chat, it's contributing to the way the channel develops. It's basically like a super thanks, they call it, for videos, but they do it for live streams. Now that it's explained, you guys know how it works. It's your decision if you want to donate anything to the channel. Personally, do you in it. But subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we will be back. Peace out. I'm out. Have a nice day.